Hey everybody, and welcome to this special on Venus transiting in Cancer from the 30th of May right up into the 6th of July. So Venus is the planet of love, beauty and romance, and its transit in Cancer can bring a strong emotional energy to our relationships. This transit can make us more nurturing, caring and protective towards our loved ones. We can crave more emotional intimacy, and our hearts can take centre stage, using our heart rather than our head in our decisions, especially related to love and relationships. So during this transit we should use the energy of Cancer to connect with our emotions and express them freely. We should also focus on creating a nurturing and loving environment for our loved ones, strengthening our bonds and deepening our relationships. It's an excellent time to show affection and care through small gestures like cooking a meal or giving a thoughtful gift. However, we should also be mindful of not becoming overly emotional or clingy, as this can create unnecessary drama in our relationships. Overall, Venus in Cancer is a time to focus on the emotional side of relationships and allow it to shift how we approach love and nature and beauty in general. So yeah, Cancer is a water sign associated with emotions, nurturing and the home, legacies and sort of like the land as well and real estate and stuff. Venus is about love, beauty and inner values. So Venus in Cancer always emphasises the fact for emotional security and financial security or forms of security, especially in the home, whether that be a physical home or our inner home, our spiritual, emotional and psychological state. So at the time Venus goes into Cancer, it makes a trine to Neptune. So throughout this transit of the next 5 to 6 weeks, our ability to connect on a deep soulful level with ourselves and others is possible. Some of us may find ourselves drawn to romantic and dreamy experiences, but also Venus makes a semi-square to the Sun, so this may bring some tension and challenges in expressing our needs and desire, especially when it comes to balancing our personal and relationship needs. Also, Venus makes opposition to Pluto as it goes into Cancer, so this can intensify the transformative energy of this transit, and some of us may experience some struggles or intense emotions in our relationships. We may also face deep-seated fears of insecurities that we may need to address, must be addressed to create healthier and more fulfilling relationships. Venus in Cancer brings a nurturing and sensitive energy to our romantic experiences, but it also demands that we confront our emotional baggage and work towards healing and growth in our relationships. So in summary, in terms of Venus in Cancer for our career, this transit could lead to a greater emphasis on nurturing relationships with colleagues and mentors and like employees as well, and the desire for more meaningful work as well. So some people may change work, needing a sort of deep connection to it. Also in terms of work, it could also bring up unresolved emotions and conflicts with colleagues or anyone else that will need to also be looked into so you can move forward. In committed relationships, this transit may bring about a heightened sense of emotional connection and vulnerability, but it may also highlight the need for more intimacy and communication. In terms of hookups, people may look for more deeper emotional resonance during this transit, so wanting to connect with someone on a more feeling level. On the esoteric level, this can signify a time of connecting with your feminine energy and intuition, and may bring up a strong need for you to nurture yourself, especially on the psychological, spiritual and emotional levels. Karmically, this can be a time where you may choose and may be forced to resolve past life karma related to relationships and emotional patterns. Now I'm going to just talk about all of these in much more detail, but that was the short version of it all. So yeah, in terms of career and educational development, this brings positive energy for success, but maybe distractions. So yeah, these distractions could potentially stop progress or slow it down in your educational and career goals. and there's a strong focus on the hidden esoteric level and the karmic level to find a sense of security in your professional or academic life, and also to heal any past life wounds related to these areas as well. It's a good time to focus on personal growth, such as developing new skills or improving existing ones to further your career or educational prospects and stuff. So retraining, going for that promotion or getting the skills so you can, go to that next level in advancement. In terms of relationships in the workplace or in the context of learning, some of you may find a lover at work or in an educational setting, or be connected to them in some other way that's more meaningful, or if you're in a workplace relationship, it could end on the flip side. Overall, it's vital to remain mindful of any potential distractions and balance the professional, educational pursuits and your personal and spiritual growth, as well as your nurturing and self-care as well. In terms of spiritual and personal growth, this is a time when Venus is in Cancer that you can do more self-reflection, but some of you may have difficulty with making decisions as well. So it's time to go within yourself and discover or reconnect with your emotional roots, especially those related to childhood and family life. For some of you, it may be painful because you may have to heal some past trauma, or some past trauma may come to the surface and you may try and numb yourself to it. But even though you may want to run, best is to confront it and get help to do so if need be. Also, there's a danger that you may find it difficult to make the right decisions, as your emotions can sway your judgment, and this can lead to poor decisions. So it's important to stay grounded and objective and making choices right now. So again, this energy supports to heal any emotional wounds that you carried over from past lives when it comes to developing yourself, healing yourself, or tapping into your sort of spiritual self. And it's also essential to remain grounded and balanced in your decision making processes, and if you find it hard to do so, seek out help, but also just be gentle with yourself if anything comes up. In terms of committed relationships, there can be increased passion but also potential power struggles, because partners may find themselves more emotionally attached and invested in their relationships, and this can lead to a greater desire for intimacy and connection. But this strong emotional attachment can also lead to difficulties with power dynamics if not balanced. One partner may want to be closer, another may need some space, and all that sort of issues. But it's also a good energy to focus on doing more date nights, coming more closer together and dealing with the real gritty feeling emotional stuff, and having real authentic conversations about things, and especially in nurturing aspects of love and emotional intimacy and closeness. In terms of karma and past life, it may bring up old arguments that need to be revisited and worked through, but although, as I said, it can be painful, doing this can lead to more spiritual growth and healing in the relationship as well, and give you, all parties involved in the relationship, a deeper understanding with each other. In terms of hookups, it can give a need for stronger bonds, but remember to take things slowly, because you may want to rush in, and doing so can lead to disappointment and pain. It's also important to communicate your boundaries and expectations and be mindful of any partner's feelings at this time as well. So it is a favourable time to seek connection and to bring sort of like more love into a hookup connection, but only if the other partners are interested. And if you are rejected and stuff, focus on self-care and be willing to evolve and to change what you think and deal with any unresolved issues from past relationships that may also need to be healed, especially those related to maybe you seek hookups because you think that you're not worthy of commitment and stuff. So rethinking why, if you do engage in lots of hookups, why, and are they really satisfying you and stuff, are they meeting your needs, and why are they not meeting your needs, and things like that. So yeah, esoterically, as I said, this energy allows for you to gain insight into yourself and your emotions and also your relationships, and this can help your spiritual and personal growth. You may feel more connected to your intuition and spend more time reflecting on your past experiences in this lives or past lives, especially if you're connected with your spirituality as well. Also, the importance of family may come up. There may be some struggles with the family, or you may want to feel deeper connected with your family, so you may cook or go around to the house more, or just do more activities with them as well, because some of you will have a deeper desire to connect and spend time with loved ones, whether it be, you know, blood family or friend family or lover family, whatever. Also, on the karmic perspective, on the esoteric level, you may have experienced emotional family challenges in your past life, and these may be brought up to your attention in dream or sort of like inner work if you do that as well, and you may choose to go through those. And in terms of career, you know, it's a time to promote more and prioritize more emotional well-being in your personal, professional relationships within the boundaries, of course. Ultimately, Venus in Cancer is a time to address any karma or present life arguments that you've been putting off, or any issues that you need to resolve with your own psychological, emotional and spiritual health as well, because during this time you can be presented with a lot of experiences that point to you or need you or calling you to resolve any past mistakes and find a sense of closure. So some of you may talk to exes may come back in your life closer, you may have to end a relationship, something like that, or you may just have to, you know, do some real deep self-reflection on yourself to create a more balanced future, examining how, you know, your past experiences impact your present choices, and, you know, resolving all issues resulted to that, you know, how your past actions have made you choose maybe dodgy relationships or make you feel like you're not worthy for love, as I was saying earlier, in terms of hookups. Although it may be painful, you know, really going within can help you connect deeper with yourself and others, and examining your past experience and behaviours can help you make more conscious choices to improve your present and your future as well. Taking time for self-reflection and healing can help you overcome these challenges and, you know, create a more fulfilling feeling within yourself where you just feel more nurtured. So focusing on emotional security and self-care, seeking a deeper connection with yourself and others, and issues to do with feminine energy and motherhood for some of you, nurturing others, emotional vulnerability are going to be at the forefront. So try and approach this transit with an open heart and a willingness to embrace and commit to self-exploration, healing your relationships and growth in all forms that it may come to you. So yeah, that was my analysis of Venus transiting in Cancer. Take care.